don't do that. Don't do that.
Get your shock out.
Don't worry about it, internet. Oh wow. So guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the mighty Budget Build 300C, and today we are doing some very cost-effective burring on this car. Thank you to the guys at Max Rods. They actually sent down some coilovers for the 300C. Genuinely excited for this because I feel like these cars are so high from the factory. They have, just zoom in there, massive arches and a lot of wheel gap from factory. So this is one of those things I've wanted to do straight away when I got this car. I wanted to slam it as much as possible. Now what we're actually going to do today is, yes, get the car down as far as it will go, but I want to retain enough tyre wall. I wanted to make sure that the tyres were nice and thick still for a good ride quality. Because I'm lazy and I'm old, and this meant that we actually went with, you know, sizable tyres, but it means that the arches and the actual lip of the arch, it might catch. We don't know, depending on how low we go. We'll see how it goes though. But thank you again to Max Rods. Let's get this thing on the ground. As we move some cars around, as you'll see, the arch gap is ridiculous on these from factory. I mean, look at that, it's just not good enough. I've never had a car, I've had 4x4s, but not cars with that much arch gap, so that's what we're going to assess today. The main objective today is, yes, for style and looks. The ride is a little bit wallowy. I'm going to say it's wallowy on this. Yes, you want it to be like that in a luxury car, but this one's a bit too wallowy, in my opinion, so that should assess a lot of the wallowiness and the look of the vehicle at the same time. So yeah, assessing ride height is of course the main thing here, as well as the wallowy rides that this vehicle has. But the other thing is to assess what the wheels look like when it's lowered. Once the car's lowered, I'm going to think about what I really want to do with the wheels. Maybe changing them, let me know in the comments below, or just blacking them out and spacing them so they sit nicer on the car. We'll see, it might look terrible. So here we go. Max Rods entry level coilover for the 300C. I have opened it just to make sure they were there. Dan's loud vehicle in the background. What a loud vehicle, can't see it, but it's loud. Ooh, look how fancy these are. Ooh, look at this. Remember, link in description, use code to get money off Max Rods. Focus on performance, right there, look at that. Right, let's get them out, start tearing the car down, shall we? I think that's a good idea. Yes. Right, cars in the air, Dan's here.
Hi.
All right, mate, how are we?
Not bad, yeah.
We're very the garage themed today. We've got slightly orange and goldy coilovers.
Orange and gold
bits. Orange and goldy. Orange gloves. You got orange on your top. I haven't. It's fine.
You have to do an orange logo.
We're doing an orange logo. It's happening. Yeah. Should we take this out to start with?
Yeah,
yeah, why not? We'll see how low it goes without these little things in. Basically, to my knowledge, again, I'm no professional, these are helper springs. There we go, Dan's coming in there, right? I took these basically on other budget coilovers. These are actually just welded to those. I've had that in the past. I had to cut some off this one time on my Golf. You shouldn't, don't do that. Don't do that. And take these off. So we'll do that today. We'll adjust this as well to a more desirable setting of just as low as it can go, and see how far it goes down.
It's slow anyway, so it might as well be low.
Yeah, I know, it might as well be slow and low at the same time. So, suspension's coming out. Are you ready? We're using this, what's it called? Laser? Is it by laser?
Yeah, it's made by laser.
It pushes like this.
It's a lower arm compression tool, I'd say.
Lower arm compression tool. I'm just going to say it goes like that because that's how it works in my head. It basically sits on there, pulls that side, pulls that down, suspension comes out.
Saves me swearing.
And saves swearing, trapping our fingers in stuff, which is fantastic news.
It's now got constant load, so
it's got constant load. There you go. Very, very good tool that. I've never seen it before, I think that's really cool. Then we're going to bring the car down, just like this. I'm not telling you what to do, obviously, I'm just saying what we're doing. And spring compressor in there. Compress the spring, obviously. And then out she comes.
Hey.
Hey, hello. Ta-da! She's out, look at that.
Get your shock out.
So here we have a comparison. The old, dusty, disgusting, slightly sloppy at this point 300C original suspension. Don't know if it's been replaced, doesn't drive or look like it's been replaced at any point. And the new max peding rods, coilovers. I've set them, as you can see, at the lowest of the low, in theory, height. Don't want to go too low, you know, in this this bit here, but we'll lock that out. And yeah, we'll take that top mount off, pop her on there, in we go. Another really exciting tool that they have here. Look at this.
Me.
So yeah. That's rude. Are you a tool? That's rude.
I am.
So this thing basically stops you from taking the top hat off and it going across the thing. Funny as that is, this is probably the better way of doing it because yeah, you're not going to hurt yourself as much, which is quite nice. And I definitely won't be able to hurt myself here because it's like holding it right in there. So I was just taking apart the driver's side on the spring compressors just over there. Dan has got way ahead of me and actually bolted up the suspension in this side. As you'll see, might have done the grown-up decision of actually putting the helpers in. Of course I have kids in this car, drive my kids to school in this car, so probably having the helpers in might be a shout. We can take these out obviously when needs be, but I did compress these down with my hand, so there won't be too much in a sense of drop from that, but it should give a better ride height. Just me being silly at the start of the video, apparently. Actually using the helpers is the right thing to do, we'll say that now. Yeah, I was being one of them, rude words. So, when we were younger, that was like the thing you did. And I was like, oh yeah, take them out, and I put them on the sleeve, and I was like, that's going to be too low, that, and the choppy ride, we're not doing it. So, we've set, as you can see, the coil over there. Everything is in, top mounts on, bolts are in this side. I'm going to do the other side, and start on the back. Heaviest wheels in the world! So we're on to the rears. Now, I've always thought that this car rided odd. It was slightly higher at the back, and this might give some indication as to what's happening. Dan is not impressed with this part. So the rear shock, are we saying they're gas?
I think they're gas charged.
Tell us in the comments below if we're any, you know, wrong. But there's no compression whatsoever in that strut. Literally, we're both hanging off it.
No, it's charged up. It's pushing up. It's
pushing up,
yeah.
But it's not coming down. Like there's nothing.
Normally, you can just give it a
push
or a slow movement, and it will come down. Because you can see where the shock sits when it's riding on the dirt mark there. But it just, yeah, that was the most I've had to fight a shock absorber. Like
literally, we're both hanging off the car to get this thing out. Yes, you can take the whole car apart if you want, take all the arms off, blah, blah, blah. We're not interested in doing that. That should be able to come down, and it literally will not budge. Obviously, there's been a point where that's come down at some point, but I feel like maybe this side or both sides might actually have no rebound whatsoever. They might be at their fullest height, which is really odd, but that might explain why, one, the back was a little bit higher, and two, ride's a bit funny. So we got the large bar out to actually get the spring out. Here is a comparison between the two. So
no, that's
the
not
new
the
spring,
way to take it out, but it's the way we did it.
It's the way we're doing it. Don't worry about it, internet. New spring, old spring. Ugh. Bit of a difference in height, see that? And then we have the new shock versus the old terrible ruins our life shock. So this should make life so much nicer in this car and give us some lows at the same time.
Hi!
Woohoo! Oh, I don't know if I'm winning yet, mate. Gloves are coming off, they're going in the bin. Wheels are on, should torque them up. I'm not torquing stuff up just yet, because we need to see how low this thing is. This is the point in any car fanatic's head where you stand back and see the car low for the first time, or a set of wheels on it for the first time. You know that feeling, it's cool. So, let's hope I didn't do it too low. We'll shut the bonnet, because that's nothing in the way. Because that just gives a cooler look, you know. Right, down she goes. How low it is. Oh, the ramps. It's stuck on the ramp, isn't it? No, it's stuck on the ramp. Stuck on the ramp! Let's get some wooden blocks out. We're going back up, we'll put some blocks underneath it. A lot lower at the front especially. It's why we didn't take them helpers out, like, it would have been, I'd have been, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have been ass riding.
Yeah, you'd have been ass riding. Right, back up we go. She's low! Getting technical now, we're going to put some wood under the car, so hopefully that gives it enough clearance from the ramp to actually get the thing off. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Go on, Dan, let her have it. That's it. Dan's on the buttons now, look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The child in me is so impressed, but... Oh, it looks sick though. Is the front too low? Is it come off the ramp yet? Front might be a bit too low. The back's all right, isn't it? I don't know.
No, it's still on the ramp.
No, it's still on the ramp. Of course it is.
It's cool, man.
Are you clear?
Yeah, clear there.
Yeah. So the back's actually okay.
Just on that other side. You see it the other side?
That's... Oh no.
Yeah.
It moved in.
Tell you what, let's try the old school.
What? Move her off? Watch the arch fall out.
Yeah, see if you can pull the arm away.
Should we see if we can pull the arch out? Don't do this at home, everyone.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Stuck. Oh my god, it's stuck already. I think we might need some wood to actually get it out of the unit. Oh my god. Right, well, montage over, let's get some wood. Block, pop it over here. The next block. Yeah, one more block here. Yeah, we might need more blocks than this. Wait, it's so low. That's so funny. There we go. Dan's facing there, look at that, he's not impressed. The front is so low. Do you know what's coming? That block's going to get in the way. So I need to take them out of the way now. Stuck under the car, I reckon. Go forward. Just pushing the block. There we go. Whey, there she is. Yep. She's coming up.
The next day.
So guys, it is the next day and I thought I would one, stop filming because it started actually raining as I was out on the floor, but as you can see the car is incredibly dirty but lowered now. I brought the front up I'd say around 20-30 mil. It was pretty much not necessarily undrivable because you could drive it that low if you really wanted to with the big arches that these 300Cs have, but for me daily driving and stuff might still be able to get over speed bumps at this height. We will see in the future. I haven't actually done too much physical road driving. I've driven around some pretty terrible roads and the ride is actually surprisingly really nice even at this low. Thankfully, because the 300Cs have massive arches, we still have tons of clearance. I mean, the clearance is insane on this car, which is really nice. Even down to the back, we're going to bring these wheels out as I've already said in the video, but so much space to play with. So really happy with that. I will of course do a future video of me actually daily driving this and seeing what relatively inexpensive coilovers are actually like day to day. I've had tons of cars with budget coilovers. This is the first one in years and the first one I've done on a relatively budget friendly car, so we will find out very, very soon my full review or overview, I suppose, of the budget entry-level coilovers that Max Peeling rods do. But with that, I'm going to end today's video there. Thank you so much for watching. Again, use the link in the description. Go get yourself 10% off with Jamie FYD being the code at Max Peeling Rods. Thank you to Max Peeling Rods again. Hopefully I'll get to work with these guys very, very soon on some other projects. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.